Hi folks, and welcome to A&P with Dr. O. This is a video that is going to allow us to kick off the topic of histology. And when we talk about histology, we are going to look at a variety of tissues found within the human body. Remember, we've got four main groups of tissues: epithelial, connective, muscle, and nervous. We will go ahead and start out with epithelial tissue. Epithelial tissue has lots of cells. We call that cellularity. And I think the easiest way to find a cell underneath the microscope is to look for its nucleus. Because the nucleus will either be a circle or sometimes it looks kind of more like an oval shape, and it generally stains darker, and that way we can pick it out, and once you find the nucleus, then you know you found a cell. What we're looking at here is a slide of the alveoli of the lungs, and this is a lower magnification view, and then I did go ahead and provide us with a higher magnification view as well, just because it's easier, I think, to see the cells at higher magnification. We can see numerous circular structures that are stained darker. Those would be the nucleus for each cell. Plural would be nuclei, but there's a couple of nuclei there. If you just want to label one, there's one right there. And that allows us to see these simple squamous epithelial cells. Simple because it's one layer, and squamous is telling us the shape of the cell. To me, they're kind of long, they're kind of slender, they almost look squished, and there's that nucleus there. I can go ahead and outline a few of them for us so that we can see them a little bit easier. We can see that they are in a single layer, and that's why we call it simple. Again, they're kind of thin and squished, and therefore we use that term squamous. We've got simple squamous epithelium. I can go ahead and draw a line to those tissues right there, and then we can label that tissue off to the side. We mentioned a moment ago that this slide comes from the alveoli of the lungs, but we also find simple squamous epithelium lining body cavities. We call that mesothelium, or the serous membranes that we've talked about are made up of simple squamous epithelium. It also lines the heart and lines our blood vessels. Those linings are known as endothelium. There's lots of different places that we can see this in the body. It functions in absorption and secretion. It reduces friction, and it controls permeability. There's some additional information about our simple squamous epithelium. Another trick when we're looking at a slide and trying to find the epithelium is the epithelium is always going to face some sort of space, or sometimes it's called the free surface. Here we can see inside one of the alveoli of the lungs, so an alveolus. So this one circular structure would be an alveolus. There's a space inside for air. This would be the space or the free surface. And again, the epithelium is always going to face that space or free surface. And there's simple squamous epithelium.